North Bronx Collective. That is our organization up in the North Bronx, like way, way at the other end of the 4 train. So Vani has ridden the entire 4 train to get here. She teaches and organizes at Lehman College in part of CUNY. And you can find her on IG at Movement Pedagogies. That is Movement Pedagogies on IG. Bonnie, come through.
We are live at the Black Vegfest pull-up in Brooklyn. Live. First unapologetically Black Vegan Festival. Food, health and fitness, community justice, environmental awareness, children and families, animal welfare, and small business and fashion. They started at 12 o'clock. They're ending at 5. So here is the spread. We have vendors all around the park. We have people sitting on the lawn. That's our the next speaker up there talking.
What does it mean to keep our immunity up in this global pandemic? So we started doing mutual aid work, food distribution, and thanks.
That's what's happening.
Only vegan
That's
food, and we were able to distribute
been wonderful.
hundreds of pounds every week. And we moved into doing work on a green space called Tibbet's Tail, which is up in the Northwest Bronx on Bailey Avenue. And this is a space that's been abandoned by the Parks Department for years, just for years and years, treated as a dumping ground. And we started doing cleanups twice a week. And this was something during COVID that people really felt they needed to stay healthy, to be outside, to do things that are good for your lungs, to try to heal ourselves through healing the land. This is a beautiful piece of land, and it had really just been kind of sitting there, treated like a dumping ground for years. But what happened is Parks found out, and they, rather than kind of supporting the community-led work to clean up this land, they locked us out. So we started connecting with groups around the city that have all gotten locked out of garden spaces, green spaces they've been cleaning up, spaces they've been trying to distribute food during a pandemic and massive food shortages. And we've all connected with each other and we're sort of wondering, okay, what's going on? Really, we're all trying to fight for community control of this land. And I think Black Vegfest is this beautiful example of what we can imagine when we say community control. What does it mean to use a green space in a way that's about the health and well-being and just building community fabric? But these lockouts have also just shown us the power of kind of taking community problems into our own hands and really just trying to address them directly, and how the system just really sees that as a threat. So I'm here today just both to kind of share about North Bronx Collective's work, say please find us, but also if you connect with us, like on Instagram and Facebook, we're North Bronx Collective. There are groups in all 5 boroughs that are fighting this fight, and we really just want people to connect with as many of these groups as possible. And the things I've been hearing here today are very powerful. The veganism is not just about, it's not just about food, it's not just about health, it's really about liberation of all beings. It's about conservation. It's about not putting chemicals into the soil and not putting chemicals into the plants. It's about preserving spaces so they can be, spaces for animals, for migratory birds, for pollinators, the things that really keep us alive. And that's something Lori Kim has really taught us with the biology background that she brings to the space. So let's give Lori Kim a round of applause, please, for her incredible, incredible work in so many spaces. Hey, Lucy, do you want to come up? Do you want to come up and say something? And the last thing I'll say is also, like, if veganism is about not incarcerating people, not incarcerating creatures, it's also about not incarcerating land. Parks owns 30,000 acres or something of land in this city. We could feed this whole city if we could start to take back some of this land. So land back, community control, and lots of love to everyone. Thank you for having this today. Lucy, do you want to come? Do you want to say something? You good? Okay. So Lucy, another member of the collective, an amazing, amazing organizer, is here too, and who's also connecting these issues to movements around tenant control of green space in Naijha. So let's please give Lucy a round of applause too.
Blink come the thing them call the broken heart. This blessed love will never part.
You heard it. We're live. This is Naijha Wright-Brown.
Come sing for them, baby.
Reporting live at the Black Vegfest pull up in Brooklyn. Whatever you're doing today, please be safe, be well. Liberation for all. Hi, Tom. Loud out here. The lines are long for food out here. So I just want to let you know the lines are long for food out here. Very long. But it's a good thing. It's good for the vendors. So if you're just tuning in, we're live at the Black Veg Fest pull-up in Brooklyn. Lots of music, lots of food, lots of speakers. Somebody's grilling right here. What's going on right here? What do you have here? Are you making this? What do you have here? What is that?
Shish kebab.
It's a shish kebab, veggie shish kebab?
Shrimp and mushroom. Yeah.
All right. Look at that. The mushrooms are so huge. Do you see this, everybody? They're online waiting for this. This is what good vegan food looks like. We are live at, oh, look at this. We are live. Naijha Speaks, contributing for Jane Unchained News. How long have you been out here at the Black Veg Fest?
We've been waiting out here to make sure my eyelids, let me fix it. All right, cool. We straight now. We've been waiting on this line for about like an hour.
For an hour. Wow. It's been that long for the food?
It's worth it, yeah.
Okay, good.
The food and the vibe.
And the food and vibe.
Ladies, and you too.
What time? When did you get here?
Oh, I got here when you got here.
Okay.
Nah. I got here about like an hour and a half.
Okay, good. Did you listen to any of the speakers? Did you see any of the performances?
Yeah, they were performing back there.
Yeah.
You know, so
the poet? Okay. Awesome.
Support because they're like so far over there.
Right. Awesome. But as long as you're having a great time, it's a great crowd out here. Awesome. All love. Exactly. Black love. Black Veg Fest love. Black love matters. Thank you. What my skin's very flawless, you say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you on Facebook?
Naijha Speaks. Naijha Speaks. Look at that. Look at that good food. This is Veggie Grub right here. So everybody's online at the Veggie Grub. Look at this. Veggie Grub. Nice. So if you're in the area, I mean, you only got about 30 more minutes. Black Veg Fest is ending at 5 o'clock. All the festivities, from my understanding, ends at 5 o'clock. Hey, look what we got here. You live on Naijha Speaks. Contributing for J&J. Say something.
Oh, what's up? Chef yourself live and direct. What's up, y'all? Black Veg Fest. Peace.
That's DJ K-Bum, E-Tap, K-Bum Pizza, doing his live over there. He just performed today. He donated a bunch of seeds, his own branded seeds, to the fest. So he's also a sponsor of this event. Black Veg Society is a sponsor of this event. Dr. Bronner's is a sponsor of this event. There's a lot of other sponsors. I understand Tofurkey donated some food. So yeah, we're having a great time out here. Lots of food, people waiting on the lines. Everyone's having a great time. But this is what it looks like at the Black Veg Fest. I'm going to go to the Black Veg Fest table and we're going to end it there. Oh,
we are collaborating
there goes
with various
Eloisa, Chili's on Wheels.
support you in your journey to become an activist in providing support, training, and all of that. So we're ready for you. Come join us.
All right. Eloisa, you're live. Naijha Speaks, Jane Unchained. Say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm on Instagram. We are here. We're a Vegan Activist Alliance, and who we are is that we're an anti-speciesist organization working to end the exploitation of beyond human persons. That means our fellow animals. What we do is raise awareness about what happens to them, and we do that through activations, whether that's using video footage, art, poetry, or being politically active and engaging the public to vote for legislation and to support legislation that can lead to animal liberation. One of that legislation right now is the Future Healthy Students and Earth Act, HR 4108, that will allow students to have plant-based options in schools. It can definitely help in alleviating food insecurity as well as working towards a just plant-based food system. So what we see here is what's happening to the animals across different industries, whether that's the food industry, fishing industry, cattle industry, fur, and animals being exploited across the board. So if you're vegan, get active. If you're not vegan, yeah, reach out to us and we'll help you go vegan.
Awesome. It's great seeing you today. Great talk. All right. So we're gonna hit the Black Veg Fest, the main table where they're selling the T-shirts, and see how it's been today. People are still coming into the park. I understand it's ends at 5. All right. So here we are at the main table. How are you? You are live. You're live on Naijha Speaks, and I'm contributing for Jane Unchained News. Do you want to say anything of what's been going on since you started today?
It's been a busy day.
Very busy day. Talk to us about the experience. How has it been?
It's been very fun because I love to sell things. So it's been really great to interact with all these people and, just have them contribute to the Black Veg Fest.
So many beautiful Black guests here. We're loving the family vibes. We're loving the supporters. Good vibes out here.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're here enjoying all things Black, so please come and support your brothers and sisters as they're coming and selling their things and sharing Black love all together.
Why Black Veg Fest?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. Oh, why Black Veg Fest? Because we support the community. We're here for respecting all people of all races, even if you're not Black, all animals, all walks of life, and just come to have a good time. Hang out, bring a friend. Then
Black vegans exist too.
Exactly.
Been here. Exactly. Black Veg. These are the teas. They're selling the teas. The teas are wonderful. I got both colors. You also have the gloves. These weren't out when I came here. I didn't see the oven mitts. I'm like, what in the world? I didn't see this. I got me an apron. I gotta see about this. I'm gonna come back with it. I want to see about this glove right here. This is nice, awesome. And you got the magnets. Okay, so they're selling the shirts here. So, folks, is this over at 5? What time is it over?
It's over at 5.
It is over at 5. Really 5? Is it really over at 5?
I'm gonna be cleaning up.
You'll be cleaning up at 5. All right, cool. So it is over at 5, everyone. But I had a good time. I got to speak about my personal journey and the responsibility of everyone to share their personal journey with vegans and non-vegans, so that we can work together for a common cause for the animals and for the living as well. So that's more information right there. The website is blackvegfest.org if you want to find out more about Black Veg Fest. And whatever you do, please be well, be safe. This is Naijha Wright-Brown again, Executive Director of the Black Veg Society, one of the sponsors of Black Veg Fest, contributing for Jane Unchained News. Have a good one.